Hi, welcome back to Talk of the Town. On March 16th, join the Mary Green Men's Chorale at Holy Family Church, presenting When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, the second of 3 concerts in the 2016-2017 season. Here with us now, Mary Green and Gary Trim. Welcome. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Glad to have you. So, Gary, tell us a little bit about the story behind this new St. Patrick's Day tradition.
Well, we hope it comes with tradition. Last St. Patrick's Day Eve, we did a concert of Irish music called The Pipes Are Calling. Had some bagpipes, had a lot of good attendance. We had over 600 people there.
Wow.
Had a standing room only audience. So we sensed that there was a need, or at least a desire,
right?
to have that kind of music in the Low Country. Don't know that anyone has ever done a St. Patrick's Day concert before, so we said, let's start a tradition. So maybe after the second year here, we can call it a tradition.
We'll call it annual.
Annual.
I love that. So, Mary, tell us a little bit about the group.
Well, these are men who come from the whole area in the county, who come together once a week to rehearse, and some of them have come from a barbershop tradition, some from a church choir tradition, and they just love to sing. It's a pleasure. We're going to kick off this concert with marching in the St. Patrick's Day parade with green top hats and tuxedos, the whole thing.
Let's hope it's a cool day.
Yes, let's hope
I will hope that for you, Gary.
But it's a very different program this year than it was last year because there's such a wealth of Irish music. I mean, it's a treat. So we're doing everything from an 8th century hymn to some hits by Victor Herbert, which people will say, oh, I know that. They might not remember the name of it, but they know it. And some, we're having a marvelous flutist. We're having Laura Sutton-Floyd soprano and tenor Michael Schwarzkopf, and we're having David Kimball add guitar and cello and bass. And the interesting thing is this is benefiting Osprey Village. And David Green, not related,
right,
is head of that. And he's a very talented guitarist and singer, and his son is a resident of Osprey Village. And the two of them are going to perform several tunes with us together, which is just a treat.
Yeah.
And we're going to finish up with a rousing, of course, When Irish Eyes Are Smiling, because that's the name of the concert, but several others, The Minstrel Boy, and The Irish Washerwoman, which is a devil to sing.
Amen.
And we'll end up with a beautiful Irish blessing. So it should be a mix of a little bit for everybody.
A little bit for everybody. Yeah. So you spoke about some of the other additions to the concert. Talk a little bit about the professional soloist.
Yes, Laura Floyd is well known to audiences here in Hilton Head. She is a brilliant coloratura soprano, and she will do the Italian street song, which is up in the heavens.
Yes.
And Michael Schwarzkopf has had a long career as a soloist with the U.S. Army Band.
Okay.
And our good fortune, he happens to live in Bluffton, and he is going to be singing solo with us, and we're thrilled, and they go very nicely together, so they'll do a little of that. And Lorraine Jones, flutist and piccolo, and she'll just play the daylights out of the Irish Washerwoman, etc., and she'll do some things from Riverdance.
Oh, wonderful.
So I think that'll be a great
nice
fun.
additions, very nice additions.
And I will add that the vacation company is sponsoring this, so I'm thrilled.
And Gary, quickly, your group will donate the net proceeds, as Mary said, to the Osprey Village. Can you give us a little background on that?
That's part of our mission, is to do exactly that. Our net proceeds go to a charity every concert. Last year, our first year of operation, we donated over $12,000 to charities.
That's incredible.
Osprey Village is a home for children with autism and other types of debilitating diseases.
Well, adults also.
Adults and children, right?
Adults and children. So it's kind of unusual. It's not a care facility. It's a place to live.
And be taken care of.
And be taken care of, What a wonderful sponsorship, obviously. So the date, the time, and where we're going to find this event.
It is Thursday, March 16th, which is the eve of St. Patrick's Day, at 7:30 at Holy Family Church. It holds 1,000, so we're thrilled with that. And the best part of it is raked, so there's not a bad seat in the house.
No, it's a
wherever you sit.
fabulous venue.
You can see and you can hear, and it's a treat. So.
Tickets ahead of time or at the door?
Both. It's
Okay.
marygreenmenschorale.com, and
.org.
it's also being sold.
.org.
Excuse me. And they're also being sold at Burke's and at
The Oilery in Wexford, at Station 300 in Bluffton, at Markle's in Bluffton, and at the door, and also at the thrift store that's sponsored by Osprey Village
Wonderful.
in Okatee.
Thank you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, a pleasure.
And we thank you so much for joining us on today's Talk of the Town.